Hi guys, welcome back to Videshi Tarka. So today I'll be discussing something important. What I'm going to discuss is how the medical system works here in Canada for the residents, for the citizens of this country. You know, when we came here last year, even we were not very sure how it works. I know we were going to get a health card which is issued by a provincial government. It's called OHIP, Ontario Health something something. Okay. But we were not sure of an important step, and that I'm going to discuss with you guys today so that you are aware when you come to Canada. So guys, it is very important to keep one thing in mind when you come to Canada, when you get your OHIP or health card. Now, first of all, let me give you a little update. The normal rule when we came, the health card used to come within 3 months of your arrival. So that is why, I took some insurance from my home country, India, when I came to Canada for 3 months, and then I got my health card. But I don't know why it has been changed, or it is in light of COVID-19. Now the new immigrants, the PRs, are getting their health cards almost immediately as they arrive into this country. Okay, so for that's an update for you guys. Okay, so once you get your health card, it is very important, guys, which we missed, not exactly missed, we delayed into this step. In Canada, you have to have your family doctor. You have to register with your family doctor, and it's not that every doctor or clinic accepts you as new patients. There is a rule. Not all doctors accepts the new patients. You have to search the nearby clinics. You have to talk to a few doctors, and you have to actually ask if they are ready to accept, or there could be some limit. I'm not very sure why they accept or why they don't. There must be some parameter, but you have to check with the doctors and the clinics if they're accepting new patients. So for example, if I'm living in any area, I'll search 3-4 clinics. I'll make a visit to their clinics, and I'll ask if they're accepting new patients, and if they are, I'll have to fill a registration form, and they will maintain the records of all the patients. So that's one thing. So for example, tomorrow if you need any medical help or support, your first point of contact will always be your family doctor. So that is an important step. Like for example, whatever happens to me, if I need a medical help, I'll go to my family doctor. If he or she can cure me, like for example, it's a normal routine medical issue, I'm having a cold, cough, flu, whatever, whatever is in the reach of a family doctor, she will or he will cure for you. And if not, she or he will actually recommends you to a specialist. Or for example, you need to get your blood reports done. It's not like India, you go to any laboratory, get your blood tests and all. So it doesn't work like this way here in Canada. You have to actually go to a family doctor. She or he will write for you. She will ask you to take appointment from a particular lab or something. You have to then liaison with the lab, go for your blood test, and you will not be given your blood reports like we used to get in India. So your blood reports will directly go from the laboratory to your family doctor, and then you have to make a visit to your family doctor to discuss that report. So that is how it works. And again, even the family doctor will not give you the report. He or she will just tell you, okay, things are normal, or your iron is this, your HB is this, your any count is this and that, but you won't get any report as such. So they are going to maintain all the reports, all the records for any of the patients. So that is, I thought, many people are not aware. They get a medical card and they say, okay, now I am insured, I need medical emergency or medical support, I have this card and everything will be free, blah, blah, blah. But they miss or they delay on this very important step to get registered with your family doctor. It is very important. And for example, in future, if you are changing your address, your province or city, whatever, you have to, talk to your existing family doctor to make these changes in their records. And I don't know, because I've not done it myself, they might ask you to change the family doctor in that particular city, area or province. So that's obvious also. You won't be coming to your old city or old area just to get your treatment from a family doctor. So I want to emphasize on this particular step, because many people don't really show that promptness, or they're not very proactive in getting registered themselves with their family doctor, and which is an important part. God forbid if you need any medical emergency, obviously the hospitals are there, the emergency units are there, but it is good to have a family doctor. Your whole medical history is with their family doctor, and if you need any specialist, he or she will guide you. And secondly, the medical card, basically it covers nearly all the medical services, like your blood reports, your doctor consultations, your any other procedure you get in the hospital or any clinic. There are something which are not covered with a health card, like dental. Dental is never ever covered in a normal government issued health card. You have to get it separately from a private insurance agent, or like you have to pay it for yourself. But yeah, otherwise if I talk in a very, very broad sense, broadly the medical is with the government. You don't have to pay for your medical expenses, for your routine medical expenses, mind it, okay? But the purpose of my video was just to give you a message that after you get your health card, guys, please get yourself registered with the nearest family doctor, and then you are good to go. I hope this short message or short video was useful for you, and I'll see you in my next vlog. Please hit the bell icon, subscribe to my channel, because the purpose of my channel is just to give you these practical important information being a new immigrant, and you should not be facing any problem when you come to this beautiful country. I hope you are doing well. Be safe from COVID-19. Take care, guys. See you in my next. Bye bye.